My name's Greg Pearce and I'm a member of the Gardens for Wildlife program. Well, when we started our garden 10 years ago in Olive Grove, representatives came out and showed us what we could plant where, and one of the key things was getting the canopy trees planted as soon as possible. And ultimately we've been able to go completely indigenous in areas, and then we've widened that into native plants for more colour. What to plant where has been good, what significant plants for wildlife has been good with the swordgrass butterfly and those grasses. We've been able to introduce those grasses into our garden, and I think just the balance of plants in the garden and the knowledge that we've got from Gardens for Wildlife has been fantastic. As a result of the gardens at home and enjoying the gardens and building the gardens at home, I saw space at our factories, and I thought would be quite simple. Instead of paying someone to mow lawns and take care of otherwise open, horrible space looking at a factory, we could plant some trees and get some coverage there. And that was a number of years ago now on one factory, and then with the support of the program, we were able then to approach neighbours and get rid of the weed trees. And we actually planted out, I think there's like 5 factories, all with indigenous plants, an indigenous garden. And now that several years later, it's grown up and I think really softened the streetscape. It's hidden what would otherwise be an ugly factory, and it's created an environment that the staff really enjoy. If we hadn't had the assistance of Gardens for Wildlife, the garden would be very different. Didn't know about indigenous plants, and I didn't know that there was such a resource the council could offer. So we would have had something that I'm sure it would have been good, but it just wouldn't have been so significant, and it wouldn't have been so special for me and the relationship I have with the garden and indigenous plants. The Gardens for Wildlife program has really taken it to a whole new level.